coming into a seat so that your back can be long. And let's take a few moments to close the eyes, shut down the eyes, connect with the breath. Just feel your physical body, connecting with the present moment and the space that you're in. You're just coming out of the new moon. It's yesterday. So it's a powerful time to set intention. We always begin the practice with intention, but there's even more powerful intention setting energy right now. So you'll find an intention that's really powerful for you right now. And then bring your hands to heart center. And now please think of your intention, reciting it to yourself 3 times as you focus on the heart space. And then we'll set the bigger intention with the 4 immeasurables from the Buddhist tradition. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be separated from the supreme joy that is beyond all suffering. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment, aversion, and sorrow. So this gives our practice even more energy when we practice for the benefit of all beings and thinking of relieving the suffering of others. It brings our own practice more energy and benefits to ourselves. So now you can release your hands and we're going to find Vajra fists. So open your hands out and place your thumb at the base of the ring finger, and then you can close the other 4 fingers over your thumbs. And now the backs of the hands come to the inner thighs. So if you don't normally practice this, it might be a little bit awkward feeling, but it gets more comfortable over time. And what this does is it helps you to straighten your channels by straightening your spine. And so this is your Vajra 7-point meditation posture. So with the backs of the hands to the inner thighs, actually allow the shoulders to come up by the ears. So oftentimes in yoga, we get the direction to drop the shoulders away from the ears, but here we actually want to work towards straight arms. So you can allow the shoulders to rise up towards the ears, and then the shoulder blades come onto the back. So you're opening the heart space, and the spine is long and straight like a stack of gold coins. So you can imagine the spine like a stack of gold coins, and the shoulder blades on the back like vulture wings. Okay, and then tuck the chin slightly in towards the throat, like the neck of a swan. And the crown of the head reaching towards the sky. And you can have the eyes closed here. And now bring the attention to the inside of the mouth. And now the tongue is placed gently at the roof of the mouth with the tip of the tongue at the back of the top teeth. Okay, so the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And what this does is it helps to release the jaw. So it softens the jaw, releases the jaw, so there's no tension there. And this is really good for your nervous system. Okay, so now with the eyes closed in your Vajra 7-point meditation posture, we're going to build our Vajra body. So the Vajra body is the indestructible body, the diamond body, indestructible like a diamond, also untouchable like a lightning bolt. Vajra means lightning bolt or diamond. Okay, so with the eyes closed in your posture, you're imagining the body becoming like a hologram. So the body is made of pure light. There are no bones, no muscles, no blood. The body of pure, clear light. And now inside this Vajra body, we're going to start to visualize our 3 main energy channels. So the imagination is so powerful and so important. So never cast something off as just your imagination. Imagination actually is the road that leads us to these subtle realms and understanding of our subtle bodies. So now with the imagination guiding you, you're going to start to imagine 3 channels that run along the spine. So on the right side, the right channel is the sun channel. And this is red in color. And it's about the width of a pencil. And it begins at the base and it comes all the way up to behind the third eye, behind the eyebrows. And this channel is connected with the masculine. It's connected with the sun and fire, and movement and strength. It becomes obstructed by anger and aversion. So that's the right side channel. Now the left side channel, same width of a pencil. Now this is white in color, connected with the feminine and the moon. It's the moon channel. And this white side channel on the left, color white, it starts at the base and runs all the way up to behind the eyes and becomes obstructed by attachment and desire. Okay, and then it's the yin energy here, the feminine, connected with grounding and stillness. Also, things like the unconscious mind and intuition and receptivity. Okay. And now in the center, the central channel, this is blue in color. And this is about the width of your thumb, so a little bit wider than the 2 side channels. And the 2 side channels link into the central channel at the base, as if they hook in at the base. And then they hook in also at the top, behind the eyebrows. So now visualizing these 3 channels, the central channel is connected with confusion or ignorance. That's what we purify from the central channel. Okay. So now with these 3 channels built and your Vajra body built and your mind, you can open your eyes. We're going to do 9-fold breath purification. So now extend your hands out and keeping the thumb at the base of the ring finger, you can release just the index finger. Okay, and now the left index finger is going to come to the left nostril. And now as you inhale, you're drawing in rainbow light and using your right finger to trace that sun channel on the right side, drawing that rainbow light all the way in, down to the bottom. And when you get to the bottom, hold your breath. And then you can flip the hand and you're bringing the impurities over to the left side as you hold the breath all the way to the top, keep holding. And then seal the right nostril, release the left, exhale through the left nostril, and imagine red smoke coming out, anger and aversion, purification. And now inhaling through the left, use the left index to trace the left side channel to the bottom, hold at the bottom, draw over as you hold the breath and bring up the impurities. Seal the left and exhale on the right, white smoke, attachment and desire, purification. And now release both nostrils, inhale through both sides, trace both side channels, rainbow light pours in, and then you can link the backs of the index fingers together at the bottom so that you're linking into the central channel, hold the breath, and then bring it up, ignorance and confusion, exhale through both nostrils, and picture blue smoke, purification. So that's 1 round, there's 2 more. And I'll move a little bit faster now. Seal the left nostril, inhaling on the right, rainbow light pours down the right side channel. Hold the breath, bring it over. As you hold the breath, draw up the impurities. Seal the right, exhale left, red smoke. Inhale through the left, all the way to the bottom. Hold, and then draw up the impurities. Seal the left, exhale right, white smoke, attachment and desire. Release both sides, inhale both sides, trace both side channels to the bottom, hold the breath, draw it up, And then exhale, blue smoke, ignorance and confusion. One more round, seal the left. Inhale, right. Rainbow light of wisdom pouring in. Hold, draw it up, seal the right, exhale left, red smoke. Inhale left. Hold, draw it up. Exhale right, white smoke. Release both sides. Inhale. Hold, draw it up. Exhale, blue smoke. Okay, and then pause here, just observe any residue from that breathing practice, hopefully bringing more balance to the mind and body and the nervous system. Okay, and then back to your Vajra fist with the thumb at the base of the ring and closing the other fingers over the thumb, backs of the hands to the inner hip crease, shoulders lift up. Okay, and with the eyes closed, we're going to do Vajra recitation, breathing visualization. So sitting up tall, close your eyes. And now as you inhale, imagine white light coming in through the brow, filling the body with white light as you inhale. Hold the breath, and then red light comes in at the throat, body filled with red light now as you hold. And then exhale, move to the heart, and blue light at the heart filling the body. So exhale. 2 more rounds. Inhale, white light at the brow, Om. Fill the body with white light. Hold the breath. Red light at the throat, Ah. Holding body filled with red light. And then exhale, Hum at the heart, blue light at the heart filling the body. One more time. Inhale, white light at the brow. Hold, red light at the throat. And exhale, blue light at the heart. Now we will take our first Vajra breath. So you can just release the hands because it does get a little tiring to hold them in that position. And when we make a Vajra breath, we want to really allow the abdominal area to soften. So if you imagine a vase, it's narrow at the top and it's bigger at the bottom. So that's kind of like what we're trying to do here. So when you fill with air and the belly rises, it's the diaphragm dropping down that makes the belly come out. The air doesn't come into the belly, obviously. So you inhale and the belly rises because you're not holding the belly in. And then you hold the breath, and that's your vase. You're holding the breath and the prana, the energy into this area here. And as you hold, you're lifting the pelvic floor and pressing down from the heart. So everything is kind of contained here. And then when we exhale, we shoot the breath like an arrow out of the nose. So it's smooth, and then at the very end, it's a little puff of air through the nose. So let's try that Vajra breath again. Inhale and hold. Press down from the heart center, lift up from the pelvic floor. And then the exhale, shoot the breath like an arrow through the nose. When you shoot the breath like that, you're shooting out the impurities that you've purified the energy by holding the breath and doing the different exercises. And then the exhalation is releasing the impurities. So now let's add some movement. The first one is, it's like a rotation of the belly. So we're going to make the Vajra breath, and then we're going to move 7 times around. But for this one, you want to actually try to keep the hips unmoving. And you're trying to do more of a hula hoop type of action just at the waist. So you're trying to really keep the movement in the waist area, and we'll go 7 times clockwise and then 7 times counterclockwise. And then you come back to your Vairochana to exhale, shoot the breath like an arrow. Okay, so come into your posture of Vairochana, and then inhale and hold, make your Vajra breath, hold, and then 7 times clockwise. And then switch directions, counterclockwise. Vajra fists, and then exhale, shoot like an arrow. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, Vajra breath. Hold. Switch directions. Shoot the breath. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Lift the pelvic floor, push down from the heart, 7 times clockwise. Counterclockwise. Shoot the breath. Good. Okay, those are the preliminaries. And now we move into the, this is a Neijong practice. It's self-healing yoga. So it's really purifying any energy blockages, clearing the energy body. It's super healing. I practice this every day when I had shingles. And it was the only thing that would relieve my pain. It's really an incredible practice. So we'll do a few of the Neijong practices, and then we'll move into the Hatha yoga portion of the practice. Okay. So for each of the different exercises, there's the breath hold with the Vajra breath, and then we do a bit of self-massage, and then we exhale the breath. So the first one is going to be the left hand will come to the right ear, and then you're going to massage vigorously 21 times the right ear with the left hand, and then you throw off the impurities, come back to your seat, and then you exhale, shoot like an arrow, and then we do the other side. Okay, so we'll do 1 breath per ear. Inhale, Vajra breath. Hold, left hand to right ear. 21 times. Do the whole ear. Throw it off. Shoot the breath. And second side, inhale. Hold, right hand to left ear. Throw it off, exhale. Next, we do nodding the head back and forth 7 times. Okay, so inhale, hold. Shoot the breath. After each exercise, it's nice to just pause and notice whatever sensations arise. Now, even the ears are so powerful. As the first exercise, I always feel this kind of tingling sensation, and you really feel the kind of energy clear and awaken. So just pay attention to that, because it really helps you to connect with your energy body. And that's so important, because we're so focused on our physical bodies all the time. Let's take a moment and just extend the legs, because I know sometimes people's knees get a little bit stiff from this practice. You can also do this sitting in a chair, if that works better for you. But if at any point you feel like you need to stretch your legs, then just go right ahead. And then let's come back to sitting. Come back to your Vajra fists. And then we'll move on to just massaging the crown of the head 7 times with each hand. And we'll do it all in 1 breath this time. So it's just quick, 7 times, and then we'll exhale. And sit up tall, inhale, Vajra breath. Hold. Throw it off, other side. Exhale. Okay, and next we're going to do the back of the head and neck. So for this one, you interlace the hands, bring them behind the head, and just really rev the back of the head and neck. I like to kind of use my thumbs and really focus on the base of the skull. And you have, this is very connected with the glands that affect your hormones. And I get a really kind of intense sensation after doing that. It feels really good. And if you feel any tenderness back there, just at the base of the skull where it meets your neck, that could be some trapped energy. So, you know, if you ever get acupuncture, sometimes they'll check this point here, because there are acupuncture points here. All right, sit up tall, inhale and hold, interlace. So 7, 14, or 21 times, rubbing vigorously. And then throw it off. And then exhale. And then feel the residue, close your eyes, notice any changes. And the studio is right near train station, so we often hear the train go by, and my teacher used to always tell us, the sound of Om is in everything, even the sound of the train as it goes by. So now whenever I hear a train, I just think Om. It's so nice. Okay. But you can do it with things like lawnmowers and annoying sounds too, so that they don't sound quite as annoying. So next we're going to do the third eye. So for this one, what you do, you keep the thumb at the base of the ring, and you take the pinky side of the hand, and then you massage the third eye center. So vigorously 7, 14, or 21 times, throw it off, and then the other hand. So let's do it on one breath. And build your vase breath, inhale. Right hand first. Throw it off, switch, other hand. Keep holding. Throw it off, exhale. The last one, that's in this kind of head area. We're going to look right and left 7 times. And if you have any neck tension, you don't have to go too fast or too far to turn the head, whatever feels comfortable. Inhale and hold. Right and left 7 times. Exhale, shoot like an arrow. Okay, just feel for a moment, notice just the sensation in your whole head and just all of those head exercises. Maybe you kind of feel like a sense of aliveness in your head in this whole kind of area here. It's really nice, get energy moving. Now we're going to do the shoulders. So first, on the first breath, we'll do 1 breath per side. The left hand will come to the right shoulder, and you kind of just rub and squeeze. And then you can start to do circles forward and back and just shrug the shoulder, get everything moving. And then you can throw it off and exhale. And then we'll do the other side on a separate breath. So inhale, make your vase. Hold, left hand to right shoulder. Throw it off and exhale. Okay, other side, inhale, hold. Right hand to left shoulder. Rubbing vigorously, massage, and shrugging, and making circles. Throw it off, exhale. Next, this one's really important, so especially for women. So the right hand comes on top of the head, and then the left hand you're going to use to rub and massage the armpit and the side chest. Okay, so this is for your lymph, gets all the lymphatic fluid draining and moving. Really good for your immune system. And so then once you've done that, you can throw it off and exhale. We'll do 1 breath per side for this one too. You sit up tall, inhale and hold. Right hand to the head, left hand to massage the armpit and side chest. So you can pinch and rub. Just get everything moving. And then throw it off. Exhale. Other side, so the left hand will come on the head and we'll massage with the right hand. Vase breath, inhale. Hold. Throw it off, exhale. And the next one, we're going to solve. This is good for the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is like the shoulder area, the chest area, and the middle of the back. For this one, we're going to do circles around the chest. So going towards the inward direction first 7 times, and then outward 7 times, and then 7 times up and down right through the center. It's really good for the heart chakra here. Have your seat first. And inhale, make your Vajra breath. Hold. Switch directions. Through the center. Throw it off. Exhale. Next, we're going to do these. It's similar to what we did before in the beginning with the circling, but this time you're actually going to move the pelvis. So instead of keeping it at the waist like the hula hoop style, this is like big circles with the pelvis. So we'll do 7 times clockwise and then 7 times counterclockwise on your breath hold. Inhale and hold. Switch. Exhale. Okay, so if you're on a blanket, you can move it to the side. And now we're going to do the root chakra. So your root chakra at the base, it's connected with your legs. So that energy travels down the legs and into the earth. And you have chakras in your feet as well. So that's kind of sending the energy into the earth and receiving energy from the earth. So depending on your comfort level, you can do this a few different ways. We're going to be kicking the legs. You're going to switch which leg is on top. So one kick and then the opposite leg comes on top. Okay, so you can hold the backs of the legs as you do this, or you can also cross your arms in front of you. If neither of those seems like it'll be good for you, you can come onto your back and do it on your back, kind of like you're in Happy Baby, kicking your legs out. Okay, so just decide which one's right for you. First, we're going to take the breath hold. So come to your seat, make your Vajra breath, hold it, and then 7 times. And then exhale, shoot like an arrow. Okay. And next, we're going to massage the legs in 3 separate parts. So on the breath hold, first we're going to do the ankles. So first you rub vigorously, and then you pat, throw it off and exhale. And then we'll move up to the other 2 parts after that, similar idea. So inhale and hold. Rub. And then exhale. And next we do the calves. So when you do the calves, you can notice on the backs of the calves. So it's kind of like this part of the calf here. It's a fear point on the kidney meridian. So you can actually, if you feel tenderness in there as you're giving this massage to your leg, maybe there's some work you can do around fear, unconscious fear, and that kind of thing. Okay, first we make our Vajra, inhale, hold, and then rub all around the lower leg. And then with loose fist, pat all the way around. You can do this firmly. Throw it off. Exhale. And now the same thing at the tops of the legs, the thighs, and the hamstrings. Okay, inhale and hold. Use fists all the way around. Keep the breath like an arrow. And now we're going to come to hands and knees. And this one is called vomiting like a tiger. So you're going to do, on a breath hold, you're going to do 7 times going back and forth between cat-cow. And then the last time you end up in your cat position, instead of shooting the breath like an arrow, you're going to do a ha breath with the mouth open, kind of like a lion's breath in Hatha Yoga. And you can stick out the tongue. So let's do it one round together, and then we'll do 2 more after that. So take an inhale, make your vase breath, and then 7 times between the 2 positions. The last one, ha breath out of the mouth. Let's do it twice more, and you can move at your own rhythm and with your own breath for these last 2. Okay, and finish your 3rd one. Inhale. And when you finish, you can just come up standing. So this last one is to spread the Tigle, or the energy. So now that we've cleared all the energy channels, we're going to spread the Tigle all the way around with some self-massage. We're going to move through the whole body. I'm going to break the first round into 2. So we're not going to do it all in one breath hold. We'll do the first half and then exhale, and then we'll do the second half exhale for this first round. And then for the last 2 rounds, we'll do it all in one breath hold. So have your feet about hips distance apart. You can have a little gentle bend to the knees. It just gives you some nice stability. Okay. So inhale and hold. Hands rubbing together. Rub your face, top of the head, back of the head and neck, shoulders, low back. And then we jump 3 times with 3 hot breaths. And then you can pause and feel the effect. And then we'll do the lower half of the body. Inhale and hold. Spread your hands. Left leg 3 times, and then throw it off. Right leg 3 times. Throw it off. Chest, ribs, left arm, right arm. This is something you can do even during the day if you feel like you need an energy reset or something, you're feeling sluggish, angry, or anything like that. You can just do this full body massage, and it's just like a reset button. It's really awesome. Awesome practice to do at any point during the day. So now we'll do the last 2 rounds, each on 1 breath. If you feel like you need to breathe before it's done, then just please take a breath. Don't strain. All right, inhale and hold. Back, front, face, top of the head, back of the head and neck. Shoulders, low back, left leg 3 times, right leg 3 times, chest, ribs, left arm top and bottom, right arm top and bottom. It's always nice to just take a moment and close your eyes, feel that energy body sensation. It's very closely connected with your nervous system. So you might feel tingling, or just a sense of aliveness. Okay, last one. Take an inhale, hold, back, rub, face, top of the head, back of the head and neck, shoulders, low back, left leg, right leg, chest, rib, left arm, right arm. All right, so now let's move into some Hatha Yoga. So you can come to the top of the mat here. And you can have big toes together, more classical version, or you can have feet hips distance, depending on what feels right for you. You want to get this sense of dropping down with the tailbone and pulling back with the pubic bone. And lifting through the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Okay, and then the shoulders come onto the back, standing up nice and tall. Ground through the 4 corners of the feet. Chin just slightly tucked so that the back of the neck can be long. And let's move through a few Surya Namaskars and sun salutations. Okay, so exhale completely here. And take an inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Look up to the thumbs, palms press. And as you exhale, you can bend your knees a bit, send the hips back, and come into a forward fold. Legs straight or knees bent. On your inhale, lift your head flat back. And then bend your knees, plant your palms. Exhale, let's just step back to a plank position. And then you can lower halfway or all the way down. And your inhale, come through your up dog, or you can take cobra. And then the exhale, moving back to downward facing dog. And pause in your down dog here. So you can adjust your hands and feet. Fan out the fingers, press into the palms. Imagine that you're closing your armpits. So the shoulder blades spread apart. And the hips are up nice and high. And you're breathing with ujjayi breath, so breathing with sound. There's a slight constriction at the back of the throat. And then finish your exhale, look forward. And then inhale, step your feet up towards your hands, head up and flat back. And then exhale, fold in, head to legs. Lift the head first, and then inhale, rise all the way up, palms press. And then exhale, hands release to the side, Samasthiti. Let's do another one. Ekam, inhale, arms rise. And today, exhale, folding forward. Trini, inhale, head up. And then plant the palms, Shatpati, exhale, go back, separate jump, and lower. Pancha, inhale, upward dog. Chat, exhale, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Find stillness. Fix the gaze. 3, 4, and 5. Look forward. And inhale, step or jump the feet towards the hands, head up. Exhale, fold in. Lift the head first. Now I inhale, rise all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the side, Samasthiti. We'll do one more round of A. Ekam, inhale, arms rise. Today, exhale, folding forward. Trini, inhale, head up. Chitvari, exhale, go back and lower. Pancha, inhale, upward dog. Chat, exhale, downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look forward, Sapta, inhale, step or float the feet forward. Head up, flat back. Ashtau, exhale, folding in. Lift the head first, Nava, inhale, rise all the way up. Hands up, see the thumbs. And exhale, Samasthiti. Pause for a moment. Feel the effects of the sun salutations. And then we'll do Surya Namaskar B. So sun salutation B. We start with Utkatasana. So bend the knees, sit back, engaging the low belly. And then inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, fold forward and straighten your legs. Inhale, lift the head flat back. Plant the palms. Exhale, go back to plank position and lower. Pancha, inhale, up dog. Open the chest, drop the hips, press the tops of the feet. And exhale, go back into your downward facing dog. Virabhadrasana A. So look to your hands. Inhale, step the right foot forward towards the hands. And then ground the back heel. So turn the foot in. And you can pause here on the exhale, adding that extra breath to just get the alignment of the right knee over ankle. And then inhale to rise up, warrior 1. Press the palms, see the thumbs. And exhale, coming back down, frame the foot, step back and lower. Inhale through your upward facing dog, or you can take cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Second side, look forward towards the hands. Inhale, left foot steps. and the back heel drops. And just pause, take an exhale, get your footing. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come down, frame your foot. Step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to take 5 breaths in down dog. You can always take child's pose instead of down dog if you feel like that calls to you. Want to take it a little easy. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look forward, inhale, step or float the feet towards the hands, head up, flat back. Exhale, fold in, head to legs. Bend the knees deep, inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. And exhale, hands to your side, Samasthiti. We'll do one more B, nice and warm now. Bend the knees deep, Eka, inhale, arms up. Today, exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Trini, inhale, head up. Plant the punch, just body, exhale, go back and lower. Pancha, inhale, forward facing dog. Chat, exhale, downward facing dog. Sapta, right foot steps forward, left heel in. Inhale, rise up to your warrior one. Ashtau, exhale, hands come down. Step back and lower. Nava, inhale, up dog. Dasha, exhale, down dog. Ekadasha, left foot steps forward and the right heel comes in. Inhaling to rise up. And Dvadasha, exhale, hands come down. Step back and lower. Triodasha, inhale, up dog. Chaturasha, exhale. Downward facing dog, or you can take child's pose for 5 breaths. 1, soften the gaze and relax the space between your eyebrows. And release any tension in the jaw. You can always come back to bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth, just like we talked about in the beginning. Your jaw automatically releases with the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Also stimulating your vagus nerve. 4, and 5, look forward. Panchadasha, inhale, step your foot, the feet towards the hands, head up. And Shodasha, exhale, fold in, head to legs. Saptadasha, bend the knees, inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. And exhale, hands to your side, Samasthiti. Okay, Padangustasana, separate the feet hips distance. And bring your hands to your waist. Okay, take an inhale, open the chest. And then as you exhale, you can slightly bend the knees and you're folding from the hips. So you can kind of send the hips back, fold from the hips. And then take your first 2 fingers and grab the big toes along the inner edge of the big toes. And you're still in this half lift. You want to inhale, head up, flat back, create length in the spine. And then as you exhale, pull in the big toes and fold. So maybe the knees are bent, or maybe you can straighten them and blast the thighs back, opening the hamstrings. Breathe deeply. And balance the effort with the ease. So not all effort, but also not just collapsing into it, activating and engaging as well. Release the back of the neck. And keep breathing. Okay, on your next inhale, lift the head up, flat back, and then you can release the big toes. Pada Hastasana. Pada is foot, Hasta is hand. So we're going to step on the hands. The backs of the hands go to the earth and step on the palms. Try to get your toes to your wrists, and if you need to bend your knees to do that, then bend the knees. Okay, inhale, lengthen the spine. And then on the exhale, fold in. And really step on the hands with the feet, but push up against the feet with your hands at the same time, making that tension. And then the elbows can bend out to the side. Lean forward a bit and keep your balance. Breathe deep. Okay, inhale, head up. Exhale, release the hands, bring them to your waist. And then supporting the low back as you kind of get traction of pushing your thumbs down on your back. Inhale and rise up. So that just helps support the back. And then you can release your arms and standing at the top of the mat. And just breathe for a moment. And if you ever feel lightheaded from forward folding in the standing position, if you feel lightheaded when you come back up, you can pump your heels up and down. And what this does is it sends blood up to your head because you have valves in your calves that only go one way. And so when you pump your heels, the blood gets sent up, but it can't go back down. So it brings blood to your head and that alleviates lightheadedness. Okay, let's do Trikonasana. So you're going to step back with the left foot. The right toes point towards the front of the mat. And you can have an angle at the back foot, the left foot. Bring your left hand to your waist. Inhale, lift the right arm up, making length through the right side body. And then as you exhale, come up and over the right leg. So you can bring your right fingertips to shin, and then take your left hand, trace your right arm with your left hand so you can come into this nice long vertical line with the arms. Okay, and now notice if there's arching in the low back. So if there's arching in the low back, try to tuck the tail underneath a little bit. And if you can't do that, you may be down too low. So sometimes we want to get really low down and grab the toe, but then we get arching in the back and we lose Uddiyana Bandha. So if you come up onto the shin a little bit, then you can kind of access that tucking in. Okay. Look up at the thumb if the neck feels okay. Breathe. Okay, and now on your exhale, look down to the foot. And then inhale, rise up to the arms. And now you're just going to parallel the feet for a moment, the arms outstretched. And then pivot the left toes towards the back of the mat. Bring your right hand to waist. Inhale, left arm reaches up, lengthen the left side body. And then exhale, come up and over. Left fingertips to shin. Take your right arm, trace your left, and reach up in a vertical line. And then checking in, activating Uddiyana Bandha, bringing some apana to counteract the prana. So you have upward and downward moving energy of all the postures, and you want to have both. So you want to create this harmony of opposites. Okay, take 3 more breaths. And now on your next exhale, look down to your foot, and that's going to give you stability so that you have more balance. And then you can inhale, rise up to the arms, parallel the feet, and then come all the way to the top of the mat. And stand in Samasthiti for a moment here. Breathe. Okay, now we're going to step back again with the left foot, but this in a wider stance. So set up in your warrior 2, bending the right knee deep. Open the arms out. So you want to have the hands just like a little bit higher than the shoulders, almost like there's helium balloons beneath them. Okay, grounding through the outer edge of the back foot. And again, be mindful if there's a lot of arching in the low back and try to minimize that. And that will help really bring the core into the posture. And deeply bend the right knee over the ankle. And then turn your head, look at your right fingertips. Almost as if you're looking through them into the empty space. Relax the space between your eyebrows. And soften your jaw. Okay, let's come into extended side angle. So now the right elbow comes on top of the right thigh. And then you're going to take your left arm and swoop it down in front of you. And then come into this nice long diagonal line with your left arm. So when you come into it this way, it helps to put the shoulder joint in proper alignment so that you're kind of closing the shoulder joint in. And that's what we want. We don't want this. We want to have more of this. But then keep opening the chest and be mindful if you're collapsing down towards the knee. Kind of try to lift up away from the knee. You're welcome to put your hand on the floor if you like to do that. All right, one more deep breath here. And then you can release the left arm. Look down to your right foot. And then lift your back heel. Bring your left hand to a block or to the floor. We're just going to come into an easy twist. Keep the right knee bent. And then you can lift the right arm up. Left ribs reaching for the right thigh. Push through the back heel. 3 more breaths. And then look back down to your foot. Okay, so frame the foot with your hand. And then you can move your right foot back about halfway. So if you want to try and kick up, you can try and kind of do a little kick up into a handstand and then land back and move through your vinyasa. Or you can skip the kick up and go straight through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. And then look forward and then step the left foot forward. And we'll come into warrior 2 on the left. So turn the back heel in and then inhale, cartwheel the arms up, extend the arms out, shoulder blades down the back. You can imagine like your back is up against a wall. And then look through the left fingertips and breathe. Drop the tailbone. Relax your face and jaw. Deep bend of the left knee. Okay, now come to extended side angle, the left elbow on top of the left thigh, and then you can scoop that right arm down in front of you, come into that nice long diagonal line with the right arm. Maybe your hand even comes to the floor. But if your elbow's on your knee, just make sure you're lifting up away from the knee and the thigh. Deep, even rhythmic breath. And enjoying the sensation of creating space in the body. One more breath here. And then you can release the right arm down and bring your right hand down on the inside of the left foot to the floor or to a block. The back heel lifts up. Keep a bend in the left knee. And then turning to lift the left arm up, press through the back heel, and take a twist, right ribs turning to the left thigh. Okay, now bring the hands down. An option to do this kick up into a handstand. So the left foot comes about halfway back. Usually one side is easier to kick up than the other. So we can, and maybe landing in your plank. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, now look forward towards your hands. Now step your feet up towards your hands, about the width of the mat, and turn the toes out wider than the heels. And we're going to come into Malasana. So you can ease yourself down into Malasana. You can also take a half squat if that feels better. And breathe deep. You can also reach the hands forward, like in a child's pose form with the upper half of the body, and then the squat in the lower half, either one, or with your hands in prayer. Okay, and then from here, we're just going to come down to sit. So coming to sitting, straight legs. So what I'd like you to do is this little test here. So reach forward and just check your mobility. See how far forward you can fold. Now sit back up. Remember where you could reach to. Now inhale, lift your arms up and make lots of space in the spine. Make your spine as long as you can. And then as you exhale, fold from the hips. Keep all that space. And you should notice that maybe you can fold a little bit more deeply when you lengthen the spine first. So that's in the standing poses too. We lengthen the spine first. We'll make more space for the fold. Paschimottanasana. Westward facing fold. So this is nice. You can imagine the west is where the sun sets. This is the westward facing pose. So it's like releasing the past when you do this pose. As the sun sets, you release all of your past worries and traumas and concerns. And inhale, lift your head up. And then you can exhale, release. Okay, so it's a different kind of vinyasa we're going to take between the postures. So inhale, sit up tall, reach your arms forward. And now as you exhale, as slowly as you can, come to lie on your back. The closer you get to the ground, the harder it is to control. So you're just building up the strength in the core. And then come to fully recline on the floor. And once you're lying down, that's the exhale to get you to the floor. Then the inhale, you lift the legs up. So lift the legs up straight. And then exhale, bend your knees and take happy baby. So hold the outer edges of the feet. And you can even rock side to side a little bit here. Okay, inhale, lift the legs. And then exhale, bend the knees and plant your feet on the floor about hips distance apart with the feet parallel. And just keep your mind on the space, the ball of the foot beneath the big toe. Okay, and then bring your elbows in close to your side. And then inhale, press into your feet and lift your hips. So maybe you can even bring your shoulder blades in closer and interlace the hands. We're going to take a few breaths in this half bridge. Okay, so chest is rising towards the chin. Legs are strong. Push the floor away. Whatever's touching the floor, just push it to the floor and push it away, giving you deeper back bend, front lengthening. So lengthening the whole front body here. And take 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, you can slowly lower all the way down. And then bring your knees in towards you, hold the backs of the thighs. And then on the inhale, roll yourself up. Okay, and let's just take Baddha Konasana. So I'll give you 2 options. This is more of a yin style. So for Baddha Konasana with more of a yin energy, more grounding and releasing and more of that feminine energy, you make this big diamond between the legs. So if you have like low back issues, this is actually really nice pose to take with this big diamond shape between the legs. Okay, so then you can stay here and fold forward. If you want more of an active Baddha Konasana, like the Ashtanga style, you bring your heels all the way in, and then you fold your feet like you're reading a book. And you open your feet up with your hands. So this helps to further open the hips, and it also helps to keep the shoulders open as you do this. And then you can inhale and exhale, fold. So either one of those options. And let's take 5 deep breaths. And then inhale, come back up to sitting. And then you can release the feet and extend the legs in front. And we'll do 1 more of those Supta Vinyasa. So legs out straight, inhale, extend the arms, sit up tall. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower onto your back. Inhale, lift the legs up straight. Exhale, bend the knees and take happy baby. So if you like and you have the mobility, you can also keep the legs straight and come into like a Supta Paschimottanasana. So it's like a lying down version of the forward fold we did before. But happy baby is also really lovely and feels so good on the hips. So your choice there. And with your next inhale, lift the legs up straight. And the exhale, you bend the knees and bring the feet to the floor. And so for this last back bend, it's your choice to do the half bridge again. Or if you want to take full wheel, you can set yourself up with your hands beside your ears and push all the way up into that. For half bridge, the elbows come in close to the side. Exhale, prepare, navel to the spine. And then inhale, lift. Push the floor away. And as your chest rises towards your chin and you push the floor away, just connect with your solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus area. This is connected with your confidence and also your intuition, because you need confidence to listen to your intuition. And you can just visualize a bright sun just right there at the solar plexus. A bright yellow sun. One more inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down. And then I'd like you to just extend your legs straight now. You can even extend your arms. Just make the whole body long, just stretching. And now keep your right hand and your right arm up, so the palm is facing your center line. And you're going to bend your left knee in towards you. Hold your left knee with your hand. And then just let it go out to the side or towards your armpit. So the left knee is coming out to the side. The right leg is straight. The right arm is straight up overhead. And then just feel the length through the whole side, the right side of your body. This is a nice psoas stretch. Point your right toes. And if you even slightly engage the right glute, that will help to lengthen the hip flexor on the front, because they're opposing tonic phasic muscles. Okay, reach through the arm. Breathe into any tension. Okay, and then you can come out of that, release the knee, extend the left leg, bring the right arm down. And then we'll go move to the other side. Right knee bends, hold the right knee with the right hand, let it go out to the side. Point the left toes, digging the heel into the earth, and then reaching the left arm up, palm towards the center line. And the left side body is now getting long, opening. The breath in finds the tension, links onto it, and then the tension rides the breath out on the exhale. Okay, and then finish up your last breath, and you can let go. That. Now bring the feet to the floor, about the width of the mat apart. Leave some space between your seat and your heels. Just do windshield wipers back and forth. So you can pause with your knees to one side, or you can just keep moving fluidly, whichever one feels better. Just windshield wipers back and forth. Sometimes it's nice to pause and really feel the deep stretch across the hip. And that helps to open the low back. But it can be nice to do that gentle fluid movement too, that helps to lubricate the joints. Okay, and then, so I'm going to give you an option for this last one. We're going to do either, you can do shoulder stand, or you can do half shoulder stand. You can take a block. Place the block beneath your sacrum. And then lifting the legs up. So we got beautiful inversion happening. Or if you want to do a full shoulder stand, bring the elbows in really close to the side of the body. And then on the inhale, you lift the legs, take the back with the hands. And just know that the closer your elbows are to each other, the higher your hips will get. Keep the head and neck perfectly still once you're in this pose. You don't want to move the head or the neck at all. And your drishti, your gaze point in the shoulder stand, is to the navel. There should be space between the neck and the mat. The pressure is on the backs of the shoulders and the backs of the arms. Relax your face and jaw and breathe really deeply. So really extend your breath now, slowing down and calming the nervous system. And finish your last breath. And if you're in full shoulder stand, just really gently, you can lower your legs back behind you and support yourself as you roll down onto the mat. Or if you have the block beneath you, you can bring the feet down first and then lift the hips so that you can move the block out of the way. And then let's just bring in knees to chest and Mahasasana. And you can do a little massage of the lower back, rock side to side. And then whenever you're ready, one leg at a time, just extend your legs onto the floor and place them exactly where you want them to be. And you can open your arms out to the side, take up as much space as you like. It's nice to have the palms facing up and this energy of receptivity, but if that is at all painful to the shoulders or anything, just come into a place where you can feel full release and relaxation. And you can take a deep breath in, find any residual tension, and then allow that tension to ride the exhalation out of the body. And particularly the space between the eyebrows and the jaw, just relaxing. Whole face, because the face is so close to the brain. Any tension in the eyes, the jaw, the face, that can really create tension and even anxiety in the mind. And just notice that your body is supported by the earth. And also let go of any controlled breathing. And allow your body to take over control of the breath. Your body knows exactly how to breathe. You don't have to do anything. Now rest here for a few minutes, allowing the practice to integrate so your body can remember the next time. Shavasana. You can start to deepen your breathing. And keeping your eyes closed, try to visualize the room you're in. Coming back to this time and place. You want to come out of your rest slowly, because how you come out of Shavasana determines whether you keep the benefits with you throughout the day. So taking extra care to come out slowly. You can start to wiggle fingers and toes, circling the wrists and ankles, taking some deep breaths. And you can extend your arms up and back overhead, straight back behind you, lengthen through your legs, make your whole body really long. And just enjoy that length of body. And now do the opposite, bend your knees and hug them in, wrap your arms around your legs. And you can even rock side to side a little bit. And roll onto one side, use your arm as a pillow. And just take some breaths of transition on your side before you come up to sitting. And then you can bring your hands to heart center. And we dedicate the merit of the practice. Any benefits we receive from this practice, we dedicate to benefit all beings everywhere. You're all interconnected, multidimensional beings. And so anything we do to benefit ourselves benefits others. And I will close with the Shanti Pataha, the prayer for all beings. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.